Good afternoon, this is Jacob at Sutherland Chevrolet in Nicholasville, Kentucky. I'm here today to show you our 2017 Suburban. I'm going to kind of walk around the outside here, that way you can get a good look at it. It is still thawing. Just let you know anything that I see. It definitely needs another bath. It's got, some dirt here. It's got some little dirt spots up here. Those are on the outside, so they will come off very easily. That one maybe not as much as this one, but this one it's just like glue or something. Looks pretty good. I'm not noticing any dents or dings or anything on this side. Little black mark there again. That feels like it's on the outside. I think that'll come off with a... The back bumper looks pretty good. There's the back hatch. It's pretty clean back here. I'm not noticing any spots on the bumper. Usually stuff gets dragged back here, and so you'd see things, but I'm not really noticing anything back there. The saddle looks pretty good. I'm not noticing anything. Then on the front bumper, it's pretty clean as well. I'm going to get into the interior here. You can see where the seat's been sat in. There's been a little additional oppression there, so it's kind of folded up, but doesn't seem to be torn or anything. It just, leather's a skin, so it wrinkles just like our hands. Oh boy. Let me start it up here for you real quick.
Flag is an air ball.
It's got the savable seat settings, the memory seat, so it automatically adjusts in there a little bit. Those can all be adjusted right here. Of course, you have windows, lock and unlock are up here, your adjustable mirrors right here. So if I select a mirror there, you'll see that it lights up orange, and then I can adjust it. There you go. You can kind of see it there. But you can adjust it with the little thing here. You can see Tyler in the mirror back there. He must be waiting on me for something, huh? And then down here you've got child safety lock, and then of course your window lock, four-wheel drive selectors right here, and your exterior lighting controls. So you have automatic lights, of course. If you press this button in, that'll turn your fog lights on. You'll see it light up green right there in the cluster. And then this is your interior lighting. What's awesome is it's dark enough here in service that it actually works. I try to show people this outside all the time, and it doesn't do anything because it's so bright out there when we're at work. The sensor up there on the dash picks up the ambient light outside the vehicle and makes it so that it kind of takes over. This is your trailer brake controller. It's integrated, so you don't have anything banging against your knee if you decide to trailer anything with it. You've also got your controls for some of the safety stuff up here, and then this is your adjustable pedals here, so that the pedals are adjustable, both the gas pedal and the brake pedal. You can have them closer to yourself, or if you're 6'4" and 330 pounds like me, you probably want it a little further away. This is your traction control off. These are your parking sensors up here, so those you can turn off if you're in a situation where they might be beeping at you and annoying, but most of the time I'd say leave it on because it keeps you safe. And then under that right here, you see the little car with the lines on both sides. That's your lane keep assist. So if you start veering into another lane, the steering wheel will give you kind of a soft nudge to get back into the lane that you're supposed to be in, and and it'll also give you a little beep. You can, of course, use the turn signals, and that will allow you to actually go into the different lanes without it beeping at you. You also have blind zone alert. I'm going to kind of change the. There we go. You can probably see it right there. I'm going to get it against the car in the top corner there on the left. There's a little tiny car with a little tiny star next to it. You see that? It's not picking up on the camera too well. There we go. But it'll let you know if something's kind of in your blind zone, and that way hopefully you avoid an accident. But I would still always look over my shoulder and double check it. Again, it's just a point of reference like the backup camera, so to try and keep you a little safer, but I wouldn't rely completely on anything. On the steering wheel here, you got forward collision alert, which you can change the distance at which it alerts you. You'll see it pop up there in the center cluster. You'll see 3 lines, 2 lines, 1 line, just kind of showing you the distance at which it'll alert you. So that can be adjusted there. You got your heated steering wheel here, which is really nice in weather like we're having today here in Kentucky. You got your cruise control over here on the left side. And then on the right side, you can adjust the information that's displayed in the center cluster. So you can have show you all kinds of things. Mileage, the speed limit in the area you're in, because this vehicle has navigation. Change the there we go, a little bit easier to see. You can set a timer if you're trying to race yourself. Tire pressure, remaining fuel life. Once that gets down to around 20 to 15% is when you want to get an oil change. It'll show you your fuel range, so this needs a little bit of gas before it comes to you. And then trip information is shown there. Of course, that can be reset just by holding in the little button here, and it'll go down to 0. On the back of the steering wheel, you also have the controls. It's kind of hard to show you those, but on the right side, there's 2 buttons. They changed the volume up and down on the radio, which
Better calls by the stripes all afternoon.
is there. I'm going to turn it back down by pressing the lower one, and then on the left side, it will go through your different presets on the stereo. This is your off and on button for the for the vehicle, so it's push to start. So you've also got remote start, of course. Here, I'll show you the key. Got remote start, lock and unlock, and then you've got this is your power lift gate, and then that's the window release. So you can your rear view window, you can actually open that up in case you need to just pull like a bag or something out of it. So you've got some options there. Over here is the stereo. Again, I'm going to change the viewing angle there, make it a little bit easier to see everything. So of course it's got AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth. I'm going to hit this home button. You have projection, which is for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which I'm happy to give you a little bit more detail about. Navigation, it's built in, pretty standard stuff. You hit destination, you put in the address where you want to go. Of course, with projection, with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, you can plug your phone in and use the navigation on your phone. So it kind of gives you some additional options there, of course, while charging your phone. But you can also connect your phone via Bluetooth and use text, phone calls, all that stuff. That way you just wouldn't be able to use that navigation from your phone. And then, of course, you've still got a CD player, which is also a DVD Blu-ray player. So you can do a lot of different things. You've also, if you hold this button for about a second, it'll open up this hidden compartment back here, which is pretty nifty. Under that's your HVAC controls, pretty standard stuff. You do have dual zone climate control here. So you've hit this automatic button, it kind of works like your home. You can set a temperature and it'll adjust to that temperature automatically. So you don't have to worry about anything other than that. I usually set it to 68 in my car and just kind of leave it, and it just automatically adjusts. However, if you want to do things more traditionally, all you have to do is adjust the speed dial here. That will allow you to the fan speed dial, that will allow you to kind of override it and make manual adjustments. You can also, of course, when you're in automatic, hit any of these buttons as far as adjusting where the air is flowing, and it will override the automatic. So with automatic on, it basically just does everything on its own. Underneath that are your rear HVAC controls, so you can override anything going on in the back. If you got kids around, you don't want them playing with it, you can hit this button. It's already locked. You can see when that's lit up, but when it's lit up, that'll lock them out of it, keep them from messing with it, anyone in the rear, because I know all about wanting to play with windows and any buttons that are around. Underneath that, on the left and right, you've got your heated and cooled seat controls for both the driver and the passenger side. So you just hit those, they'll be on their highest setting first, and then go down from there. Same thing with the passenger side. And then underneath that, you've got some place to put some different things. You got your cup holders, you got a little spot there that you could put a phone. You also got plenty of stuff to stay connected and charged. You have a wireless charging area here. That doesn't work with all phones. There's a list online that you can find, and we're happy to get that to you as well, letting you know which phones will work, which won't. Phone cases can get in the way, so if you've got a big bulky phone case like an OtterBox, sometimes those can give it a little trouble, but it works with most phones, especially newer ones, and it's pretty nice to have because you don't have to finagle with any cables or anything. And you got the pocket down here, so there's plenty of storage space. You'd basically use it as a filing cabinet if you wanted to. And then, oh boy, and then there's your handbook, your guide to the vehicle. So you can see that they've got that Blu-ray player down. I'm going to switch my angle here a little bit so it's a little bit easier to see. I'm going to put it up. You've got your sunroof as well. You see that it's open there. That was just a little ice. I'm going to put it back. So, just to kind of show you that. I made this video plenty long, so I'm going to go through the back and then I'll let you go. Oh man, there we go. So just to kind of show you the rear area back here, it's got the floor liners as well, but of course the leather here doesn't really have any wrinkles in it or anything. It's been barely used. Here are your rear HVAC controls. You can see where it's locked, where I've got it locked up front. You got a little plug in there. You got HDMI, which of course will shoot up to the Blu-ray player up there. So, you know, if you've got a video game console or something you want to plug in, or a phone, and you can have it display up there on the screen. You also have heated seats back here as well, which is really nice. So, of course, it's just for the middle row, but still really nice. And there's the third row. But really clean all around. I noticed a couple of spots on the outside, but I think most of that will come off with just a little cleaning. So again, this is Jacob at Sutherland Chevrolet. This is our 2017 Suburban Premier. Thank you, and we'll talk to you later. Have a good one.